wherever you may be. You can watch this program on our social media handles at YouTube at Rstv Online and Facebook at Rstv CH22 Online. You can also watch us on GoTV channel 142 and StarTimes channel 113. Our telephone lines will be displayed on the TV set for you to connect directly to the studio to have your say, especially now that a group is bringing an almost free house to you to own, but they'll tell us more details about it. And so I'm joined in the studio by no other persons than Dr. Vincent EJIKEMEAGBO, Chairman, GEDPAN Stakeholder. Dr. Agbo, thank you for joining us.
You're welcome.
I also have with me Dr. LARRY-GOODWILL, AKINTOLA, AJIOLA. He is the Public Relations and Marketing Director of GEDPAN, which is, of course, an offshoot of Global Center for Empowerment and Life Challenges. Thank you so much for joining us.
Thank you so much.
Why are you in this studio? Let me start with Larry. Yeah, EJIKEME.
Yes, thank you very much. I am here to air my view on behalf of my people, the people of Global Center for Empowerment and Care for Life Challenges. But we are all over the country. In every local government we are represented. In every state we have at least 2 coordinators. The same thing in every local government. I also want to tell those ones that don't know what we are doing that we are having a kind of shelter that will make everyone to feel happy. As I said earlier in the other interview I had with you people.
What kind of shelter?
Providing building for the low income.
Low cost houses or something?
Yes, of course. Low, medium, you understand? It may not be only low, yes, you have grades of life.
It's in categories.
Thank you.
Okay.
So you be very happy to hear that we have the first phase of it, 5,000 housing units in every state of the Federation, including the FCT.
5,000 housing units?
Yes.
You already have one here in Port Harcourt?
Yes, we are.
Or it's under construction?
We are about to start.
Okay, you're about to start.
Yes. We want to tell people what we are going into. We want to air our mind. Let people know that in life there are 3 basic things required by human being. Number 1 is you eat, you clothe yourself. You must have a place to put your head.
A shelter.
Yes. So that's why we come up. Let's take this one. As the farmers are there doing the farming, and the tailors are sewing the clothes, let's go and build a house for our people, so that they can see where to put their head.
All right. Dr. Jola, what makes, there are a lot of housing firms and of course schemes out there. What makes your own stand out?
Well, basically we have 2 USP. One of the USP is that we are not after your money.
What are you after?
We are after you having a place to live where you have almost nothing.
So you are giving them out on pro bono?
We are not giving it out seriously on pro bono, but we are giving it out on mortgaged.
Okay.
Now, it's not everybody that can afford the houses that are being constructed today in most of the estates. And it is also targeted at some category of people.
What categories of people?
All the category of the society is what we are targeting. But for those who are commercialized, they are targeted at some category of people, that is the high income earners. But taking for instance, if you earn 500,000 naira, you can own a house with our own estate.
Oh, really?
Yes. And with that, we can say, okay, well, how much you earn? 500,000 naira. Okay, let us be taking 200,000 naira for the next 20 years. And you own a house. But nobody is going to do that to you in the current today's Nigeria economy. And that is why it is an NGO. The NGO is coming up with this kind of idea in order to ameliorate the suffering of the masses of the people.
So there are a lot of scammers who have also engaged in this kind of businesses in the past. Some of them, the police are already after them.
Yes.
How transparent, how reliable is your NGO in providing houses for everybody?
Now, this is an example now, just like you asked our chairman here now. He said, you said, do we have one in Port Harcourt? He could have just said yes, but no. He said, no, we are here to tell people what we are about to go into.
So at what point will you put structures on ground when you would have received money from prospective
No,
buyers?
we are not receiving money from prospective owners of the house. We have a financier.
Oh, okay.
Who is going to finance our project?
Your financier is?
We will release that information here on the public.
Because it will give confidence to the public to do business with you.
No, they don't need to know where I'm bringing my money from. But they need to know that if I get my money, I'm going to use it to do business with
Are you
them.
financed by the UN?
We are part of that is from the UN, because we are United Nations Eminent Peace Ambassadors. So we have a kind of collaboration, and we are also chartered.
So how many years mortgage do you have? 30 years?
We
20
have
years?
minimum of 10 years. We are much more concerned about Nigerians. We use the word language of Nigerians.
Civil servants
because
inclusive.
Civil servants inclusive. The man that is sewing the tailor on the road is inclusive. The man building block outside there, molding block, need to own a house. His uncle is having a house, but he doesn't have. Why? Does it mean he can't own a house? He can own a house, but he doesn't have the means of owning that house. We are trying to bridge this gap that people, as much as possible, at least let about 80% of the people who are Nigeria own a house, rather than 30% of the people are owning a house now. This is what we are trying to bridge. And this is what NGOs are supposed to be targeting in terms of ameliorating problems that are in the society. But now
can a civil servant who has less than 5 or 7 years to be in service approach you for this offer?
Yes, of course. Why not? So we are already talking to government of different states. Like we told you right now, we are having this project in 36 states of the Federation, including FCT Abuja. We'll be meeting with governors, we'll be meeting with Commissioner for Lands and Property, depending on what that state calls their own.
So are the state governments offering counterpart funding?
The state are offering us with maybe percentage of maybe 30% BG in order for them to be part of us and all of that. We are only trying to incorporate them into it because they are more or less like our father. They are the umpire.
Is this same with the 200,000 housing units recently launched by the state government?
The state government is doing its own as a father. We are the children. We are also trying to do something to support the father. And of course, this is where we are supposed to work together. What my father is doing is good. Then I should also try to see how I can do much better than my father. And then my father shouldn't give me a problem because I'm trying to do similar thing to his own. So we have 200,000, or is it 200,000 in the River State? We are adding another 5,000 to it. Then it helps more people to have houses. And of course, from that, there will be a kind of rub-off on the house rent of the society.
All right, Dr. EJIKEMEAGBO, what happens to someone who defaults in payment after he would have retired?
So you retire does not mean that you die.
So do the public, should the public apply? And if they have to apply, who did they apply to?